everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. I want to talk to you about first what's coming up is the Pride New Orleans celebration, June 11th through 17th, and it's going to be a great event, as it always has over the years. Happy to be joined by Mr. Wil Coleman, Executive Director of the Destiny Foundation, to talk to us about what Pride New Orleans celebration is all about, the activities taking place June 11th through the 17th, and all that is transpiring, getting ready to hit the city of New Orleans. Wil, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here.
Good to be here, Brad. Thanks.
Tell me a little bit about first what Pride New Orleans celebration is all about.
Well, we actually birthed out of a need for our community to have a Pride event a few years ago after the loss of our Pride event here in New Orleans.
Gotcha.
And I had worked with the former organization for many years. And this year, we have made some great growth steps. And as many other organizations have come across the state, we now have a claim to fame, in a sense, for ourselves in promotion. Our tag is that we are Louisiana's premier Pride event.
Gotcha. And so to the fact that the mission of the organization is what?
Well, the mission of the organization, first of all, of course, is equality and to bring visibility to the gay community, which, of course, is inclusive of all of the people under the rainbow flag, not just one part, but all parts.
Right.
And also, we also do our very best to be Pride with a purpose, to help remember to give back to the community, especially in the area of underfunded and unfunded HIV concerns.
So the proceeds from the event, once all expenses are paid for, to your point, goes for those unfunded and more so underfunded HIV/AIDS concerns, et cetera, and education and the like. That
Correct.
I guess is important beyond the event itself.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
And it's a big event. Tell me a little bit about the history of the event.
Sure. Well, pardon me. This year the event is the 11th through the 17th, with workshops going on through the week, the body of that week, as well as town hall forums and things with civic leaders. But the background, in the sense of the equality movement or the Pride movement in New Orleans, probably has its roots in a couple of very interesting events. First of all, I probably would say the event where the upstairs fire, where 32 people lost their lives in the fire. And then the rally that happened sort of, I guess, off the cuff, when the famed orange juice queen once visited New Orleans, she was ran out of New Orleans. And you might remember, I don't know that situation, but nonetheless, the people in the gay community became galvanized after those two events, where they found themselves coming to a place where they needed to stand up.
Right.
And today, we sort of lay claim, in a sense, to those early days, as well as to the first Pride event that had a organizational standpoint to it called Gay Fest, that was here in New Orleans many, many years ago.
And what an interesting history. So now, obviously, when you didn't have a voice, does the community feel that it's having, or the voice is growing?
We believe the voice is definitely growing. We're also happy to say that as New Orleans' first member of Interpride, which is the International Association of Pride Organizers, we're very happy to join with their theme in their 30th year anniversary, which is Pride Links Us Together, which I think is a great, important theme, with the idea that marriage equality and rights are greatly in the news, even with very special thanks to Mr. Obama and his support for our plight for equality.
Good, good. Actually, we have some pictures we'll show you right now. A little bit, hang on one second, a little bit about the actual event coming up for Pride New Orleans celebration. It is, again, tell us a little bit, June 11th through 17th. Let's tell everybody a little bit about some of the pictures we have here.
Sure.
There's one person in here which we see. I was fooled, actually, and I think it's coming up right here. Up there, I asked you if this was Cher, but it's a very good performer.
Very, very terrific performer, yes.
And the nice part about what we were talking, it doesn't really happen at one spot. There are some events when you go to destinypage.net for more information about it, Wil, but the event kind of just engulfs the New Orleans area, the 11th through the 17th, correct?
Right, and primarily in the downtown and the French Quarter area, of course. And the events, as I mentioned, are various workshops. One of them, of course, is primarily transgendered in orientation. We have a Trevor Project workshop for young people, sort of an anti-bullying and explanation of the importance of making sure that young people know that they have support, and the fact that it definitely gets better as acceptance and life goes along.
Sure.
But also this year we have An opportunity for a town hall forum with a public figure that's coming up during that week as well. Gay History Heritage Experience, which will be a very interesting opportunity both in the workshop but also in tour to go through the French Quarter and actually see some sites of gay history, like the site of the Upstairs Fire, the event that I had mentioned earlier.
Where did that take place? Just curious.
Around the corner from the Jumanji bar.
Okay.
And in fact, there's a plaque there in the ground. There's a first historical marker in the South actually sets there, right behind around the corner from the Jumanji bar, and I've actually
tragic.
32 people lost their lives in that fire in a day and a time when it was a very dangerous time for people to even whisper that they were gay or in any way.
Sure.
And so we're thankful for their efforts, and I'm very humbled to be one of the 5 people that were finally able to put that plaque in the ground.
Oh, that's awesome. So a lot of events taking place, as Will has been mentioning. One thing you're working on is a potential film screening, which we'll hear about, a parade, special features, the workshop, town hall forums. Some educational events as well, a part of those workshops, yeah?
Right, absolutely. And as I mentioned, especially the Trevor workshop and the transgender workshop are very opportunities to discuss things and get information out into the public. Also, concerning the film screenings that are happening, the Overt at Fair, excuse me, can we back that up a little bit?
No, go ahead.
I just bumbled that one
That's
down.
all right, it's all right. You said a couple screenings taking place?
Right. The Overt at Fear Film Society will be premiering screenings featuring films like The Night Watch from the BBC, which is a wartime, World War II wartime lesbian story. Okay. Wish Me Away, which is the story of Shelley Wright, the first country musician to come out of the closet, which also we showed that in October at our National Coming Out Day event, and was well received. So we're bringing it back for the event this coming.
Excellent.
So there's some other things there too. Also a film called Misrepresentation, which is an opportunity for folks to have a skew and an idea about how sometimes the female population, the lesbian population, and just women in general are sometimes misrepresented by the media.
And I like the play on words, misrepresentation. Very interesting, MISS, so very clever there, good stuff. Yeah,
it's a good film. And the overall event for the week, I think, will be a lot of fun. They are free and open to the public. And certainly, hope people will come out.
And let's remind everybody, again, we're talking about the Pride New Orleans celebration taking place throughout the city of New Orleans, June 11th through the 17th. If you want more information, you can, of course, go to the organization's website, which is destinypage.net, or give them a call at 504-587-7773. There will be information, all of what we spoke about today with Will, regarding all the activities and festivities and special events taking place around that. And again, June 11th through 17th throughout New Orleans. Go to destinypage.net for more information. And Will, I appreciate it. Wil Coleman, Executive Director for the Destiny Foundation. Thanks for coming, and best of success for June 11th through the 17th.
Thanks, Brad. I appreciate being here.
All right, buddy. All the best to you. All right, everybody. That wraps it up for this segment of Cox Connections. We see you next time. Thanks for watching.